going on, my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family? One Eye Brad back to talk about The Walking Dead and do a discussion video about Carol for Season 8, probably Season 9 as well. Spoiler warning, obviously, if you're not up to date of the show, the series, the comic stuff, you don't want to know some of this information, stop watching now because I want to talk about the comics and the show. So if you're not up to date of both, stop watching now because I don't want to ruin it for you. But for those who want to discuss it, here we go, guys. Now let's talk about Carol. Carol Peletier, however you want to say her name. Melissa McBride is the actress, and she is going to be in a compromised position in episode 804. But it's nothing new for Carol. She's been there, done that, got the t-shirt. She is a badass, but she's come a long way on the show, and that's what I like about the show, is that character development is a big part of the show, of the series, and Carol is one of the most developed character of the entire series. She's part of the Atlanta 5, still around, but will she be around for the long haul? I think so, and I'll tell you why in a second. But Carol has come a long way since Season 1, since Season 2, even Season 3, and then she got sent away and then came back, badass Terminator, saved the group countless times, and it's pretty cool. She is one of my favorite characters. She's definitely top 5, and I met Melissa McBride a couple times, and she's awesome. If you ever had a chance to meet her, recommended. But Carol has been around, and a couple little fun facts about Melissa McBride and Carol is that Melissa McBride was just given the part of Carol because of Frank Darabont working on The Mist with her. So she was just given the role, she took it, and the rest is history. The other thing is that she was supposed to be written off the show in Season 3. But luckily, the writers changed their minds. Carol stayed on the show. Instead, T-Dog got the death. Carol lived. T-Dog didn't. I miss T-Dog a little bit, but he's gone. He never gets mentioned, by the way, in any of the things to Morales or Enid with Glenn and stuff. But Carol is the focus of this video, and she is Ezekiel's right-hand woman. She don't mess around. She sees through Ezekiel, and she knows that he is fake, that he's just putting on a show. She's not trying to ruin anything by that. And I think Carol will outlive Ezekiel for sure, but also I think Carol will take over the kingdom when Ezekiel gets his comic book death on the show. Probably Season 9 is when Ezekiel will be taken off. We know certain things are going to happen from the comic to the show. They can change that, but I think the death of Ezekiel will have to happen on the show for the development of other characters and the future of the series. But we'll see if it happens. But my hypothesis and my idea is that Carol would take over the kingdom. I think she would be the perfect fit for that. So you would have Rick running Alexandria, Maggie running Hilltop, and Carol running the kingdom. That would be pretty awesome. The best thing for Rick, the group, the show going forward, I think. Because in the comic, Ezekiel is with Michonne, not Carol. And there's a kind of whole big thing with that. And we'll see in episode 804 and the future of Ezekiel and Carol, if it happens romantically or not. And I don't really care if it does or not, but Carol's going to be around. She's back in Terminator mode, which I like to see. How about you guys? Post your comments below about Carol. What do you like about her? What do you love about her? What do you hate about her? Just in general. Remember, this is a Carol discussion video, and Carol, this is in episode 804, so we're going to see her attack the outpost, take down some saviors, and just be badass Carol like we know and love, which is great. But Carol, I believe, hopefully stays on the show for a long time and takes over the kingdom. I think that would be the best way. I don't think she dies in the series for a long time because Melissa McBride does a lot of great things. And whether you like Carol or not, Melissa McBride is a great actress. She does this part very well, and the producers love Melissa McBride. They always give Carol and Melissa McBride parts that, if when in doubt, just give it to Carol to have, because she can carry it. She can take the dialogue and the parts and just succeed with it and have it great on the show. And I think that's a big asset to have, and a big, awesome character development that can be continuing with this character, because she is really priceless to the show, whether you believe it or not. Melissa McBride and the character of Carol does a lot of great things, a lot of great storylines, and hopefully that continues, because that's a big part of the show. And at its height in Season 4, 5 and 6, but mainly season 5, the Terminus premiere was huge for Carol and huge for the character and everything going forward, and we need more of that on the show. The Walking Dead is still the king of cable and television. I don't think it's going anywhere for a very long time unless they go off the air, they take a break, or whatever they do. I think they will rule the ratings for a long time, and Carol is a big part of that. I feel that way. How do you feel about it, guys? Like I said, post your comments below about Carol, but she's going to be doing a lot of big things in season 8. Season 7 was a down year for her with the storyline and everything, but you know, you got to have ups and downs with these characters. So Melissa McBride is back to taking out saviors, Outpost, terminating and stuff, crazy style, but I want Carol to be on the show for a very long time, and I think the best way for that is for her to take over the kingdom, because Ezekiel's gonna eventually die, and I would assume it's gonna be in season 9 when the Whispers come around, because if you know the comic death, you know that he's probably gonna die, and Rosita is most likely to die because of the comic death. So if you don't know that, sorry to spoil it for you, but I said spoilers at the beginning. So Ezekiel's not gonna live, Shiva's not gonna live, as we know from other videos, but Carol should be around, and someone's got to run the kingdom. I don't see Jerry running the kingdom. Morgan possibly. So maybe between Morgan and Carol, they run the kingdom together. Maybe Morgan runs it and Carol helps out, because I see Carol living there at the kingdom. Morgan could possibly be the other choice. So between that, Carol or Morgan, who would you want to be running the kingdom? I think either is a good choice, actually, but I would love to see Carol do it. So that's my thoughts on Carol, the future of Carol on The Walking Dead. She's not alive in the comic, very different character on the show and the comic. Let me know your thoughts, guys, on the discussion. We're getting closer to the giveaway, guys. When we hit 50,000 subscribers, we're going to be doing a giveaway box or an Amazon gift card. To be eligible, you got to follow us on Instagram and Twitter if you're on Twitter, but definitely Instagram, the Walking Dead community Facebook page and group. You got to be a member of both of those, the group and the page. My book series, for those interested, you don't have to buy that, but if you want to, it's a good book series that's definitely zombie apocalypse related, and it's doing very well. And if you can, guys, hit that subscribe button to help us achieve our goal of 100,000 subscribers. You guys are awesome, and thank you for watching.